Welcome back. Today we're testing the new 900 Global Burner Solid. If you like what we do, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and check us out on Patreon. First impressions, the Burner Solid is a surprising little rock star. I'll just jump in by saying and repeating, clearly this little ball was a bit of a surprise. I really wasn't expecting tons from the Burner Solid in the sense that it's an inexpensive entry type ball, or for experienced bowlers it's downstream in the arsenal. Alas, this ball really delivers. I just wasn't expecting it to be so good on fresh. I start out direct, on the more direct side as usual, and the ball basically finds a home up the second arrow. And that's just about the track, I would say, for the left side. I just found it really easy to strike that I didn't want to leave that spot. It got down lane through that typically dry outside and had a balanced responsiveness. If you recall, we recently tested the raw hammers, which serve a very similar purpose in my mind, but the big differences are this is a polished solid and it's a bit quicker off the friction as compared to the raw hammers. In that regard, I recall saying that the raw hammer hybrid, let's say, which is a bit more comparable because its shiny finish had a clear limit moving in, but the Burner Solid wasn't quite as constrained because it can deliver a bit more backhand. I was able to keep moving in and did strike, but you can see the hit was starting to soften. With that said, the Burner Solid was so at home from direct, I really had no reason to get in. But if this wasn't fresh and I needed to get in, it's nice to know that there is some giddy up there. Finally, in terms of arsenal, this falls somewhere in the what I would call mid-control minus to mid-late. I honestly shouldn't have been surprised by the reaction, but I can say in the one sense I sometimes expect anything from Utah to be so responsive that it won't like playing direct. I was wrong here. And then I turned to a weak ball, probably has some significant limitations covering boards, and I can also say my assumption was only partially correct there for the Burner Solid. This is probably the kind of ball I would like in the mid-late or mid-control if I'm at a higher friction house. I think the 900 Global Burner Solid is a winner.